Jesus said to the 12, "Whoever welcomes you welcomes me, and whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. Whoever welcomes a prophet in the name of a prophet will receive a prophet's reward, and whoever welcomes a righteous person in the name of a righteous person will receive the reward of the righteous. And whoever gives a cup of cold water to one of these little ones in the name of a disciple, truly I tell you, none of these will lose their reward." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, O Christ.
You can see it. So, welcome into my world of sermon preparation. Usually Sunday evening or sometime on Monday I do the readings and I kind of let them just gurgle around in my brain. And then on Tuesday I sit down with all these theology books, compliments of the seminary. And I go through them and I learn what the readings mean and where they're from, and then I try to just learn as much as I can all day on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I try to let that come together, and in my prayer, I ask God for guidance so that I can give a word that God would want us all to hear. So, this week, for as much of the study that I did and the praying that I did, I kept asking God, "Come on, God, what's the message? What's the message?" And I kept hearing, the message is sitting in front of you. You are the message. The gospel is very short today, and it has a singular message, seemingly. Whoever welcomes me welcomes the one who sent me. So every time you or any of us welcome somebody, we welcome Jesus. And when we welcome Jesus, we welcome God. We welcome the one who sent Jesus to be with us. And at council meeting, 2 weeks ago, Katine said, as though she believed it with every cell in her body, "Do you know what we're so good at? We are so good at hospitality, at welcoming people," right? And she said, "That's what we do best." And I'm like, that's the gospel. And that's what God was trying to tell me all week. Stop with the study. You've got it right in front of you. This is your gospel. You welcome people so well. You do hospitality so well. Every time one of you pinch hits for another one, like today when we were kind of waiting for Joan to show up on the scene. Hi, Joan. Somebody moved the coffee pots a little bit. I went down and got the cookies just in case. But every time you pinch hit for somebody, virtual dawn, reading, altar guild, whatever you do for another, you're standing in for Jesus. Game night, when Lisa and Rick come with the board games and the candy and the prizes, or when you or I come with our little dish to share, we are sharing the surprise and the smile of God that people will encounter that night. When you plant flowers or water flowers or blow out the courtyard to make it clean, when you work behind the scenes getting food or setting tables or whatever it might be, you are the Holy Spirit working behind the scenes so whoever comes through our doors feels welcome. When you go shopping on Saturday or early Sunday, or when you bake on Saturday and you get here to make the coffee hour happen, you are the one who is welcoming God and God's family. When you hold the door for people as they come in on a Sunday morning, and you say, "Hi, it's good to see you," you are are welcoming Jesus. When you plan any part of the service of the Word, you are bringing the work of the Holy Spirit into our midst. Now, Jesus talks about the little ones towards the end of this gospel. And the little ones don't necessarily mean little ones. They are included, but it also means anyone who's coming into new faith. Somebody who's searching for faith. Because the world has our attention over here, and God has our attention over here. And when we tend to the little ones, those whose faith could go either way, we are allowing the Holy Spirit to work in that person. We are bringing God closer to that person, or that person closer to God. When you go home and pray, and you pray for our congregation and the energy that we might have to keep ourselves going, when you can think of ways to go forward and you dare to raise your hand and volunteer and say, I'll do that, you are God's hand guiding us. When you don't like something that's going on and you speak up, you are clarifying the way for Jesus to be in our midst. When we're at coffee and you find somebody who's standing alone and you chat with that person, or you talk with somebody for a little while, you are talking with Jesus. St Andrew, you do Jesus so well. You really do. You know how to welcome people. You know how to be hospitable. If you feel like smiling, smile. Because you are so good at this. And God is delighted with all that you do. Keep up the good work. But the challenge is not only within these walls, but beyond these walls. That every time you do all of these good things, and I can mention a million more, when you do them at the store, when you do them at work, when you do whatever you do with family, when you're at play, whatever that might be, you are bringing God into the midst of people. And that's what Matthew's gospel is all about. Matthew wasn't about being in a building. Matthew was always about going out and bringing the love of Christ into the world. Because when you welcome someone, you welcome Jesus. When you welcome Jesus, you welcome God. So keep it up. And don't be discouraged. Because this is your gift, and you are good at it. Remember, you are the ones with steadfast faith. You are the ones with generous hearts. You are the ones who say, yes, this is because of my faith in Jesus. After all, you might be the only gospel that somebody encounters.